Hi guys, till now we have already discussed about that Spring container, then how the container is reading the files, how it is getting these objects are getting basically instantiated, and how the beans are getting created. What is the meaning of the bean resource configurations? These are the things we already discussed. Now we are talking about very important concept of dependency injection. So every time it is very important point. It is the main concept of this spring is the dependency injections. So now we are just going to discuss about how this dependency injection is basically working. So the basic principle behind the dependency injection is that objects define their dependency. That is to say, the objects they work with only through a constructor argument, arguments to a factory method, or properties which are set to a object's instance after it has been constructed or written from. So basically, the concept is dependency injections is how you can specify the dependency and injecting to another class. So the basic principle behind the dependency injection is that object define their dependencies. That is to say, the other objects they work with only through a constructor argument. So either you can provide the dependencies through constructor arguments, arguments to a factory method, or properties. Basically, you can also specify the dependency is through a properties that is generally as a set injection, which are set to an object's instance after it has been constructed. So basically, you can that object is already constructed or created. You just as a property into another class that is a basically come under the set injections. So these are a two. When it is the job of the container to actually inject those dependency when it is created the bean. So all other things we can just left it to a container. So container will be responsible for injecting at the runtime and everything. So basically maybe you understand about the concept of a composition as well as an association, right? So maybe sometimes you need another object. So what you do, you just use, if let's say if you wanted to use any methods from class B in a class A. So how you will use it? So you need to create up a object of a B, and then through object you can call the method of a B in a class A, right? So rather than to doing this, you can inject that class B into an class A, right? Now here the problem is when you are calling any method from B in A, you need to create the object of a B. When you are either you can already create it through a constructor. If let's say if you don't have any understanding of a spring and there is a no spring in the world of development, so how the things happen? If you have already created, you need to create an object of a B.